Thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspire channel and for joining our Happy BME village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our Happy BME village. Thursday. I cannot even believe that we are in the middle of January 2019. Time is really flying, but today what we're going to talk about and what we're going to focus on is silencing the destiny destroyer. And we're going to actually do an activity, so make sure you grab your pen or marker and a notebook or some paper. So I'm going to give you a second to go grab it and then come on back. All right, you got it? All right, so let's get started. So I look over my life and I think back to when I was 14 years old. And when I was 14, that's when I experienced bullying. And all the way between age 14 all the way till about a year ago, Wendy was always the topic of discussion. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, no matter whether I was right or whether I was wrong, there was always somebody around me in the area that always had something negative to say about me. Or they would always tell me about me without even really knowing me. And when I think back over that, I realize how much power I gave them. And I think back to, all the times when you've seen people who had a bigger title than you, or was making a higher salary, or lived in a bigger home, or drove a car that was different. And we have the tendency of automatically taking them from here and putting them there. But the salary and the titles and the money does not always put somebody, or never put someone from here to here. The only thing that a salary or a big salary, a title, a big home does is it's a person with a big salary or a big home. No matter if someone has a bigger title than what you think yours is, or more money than what you think you have, it does not give people the authority or the power, unless you give it to them, to speak your destiny. They're just people just like you, just trying to make it just like you. And so often, because they have more, or it seems that they have more on paper, we just take our power, we take our heart, we take our dreams, and we give it to them. And we give them this power that they don't deserve. So what we're going to do in the next few minutes, if you have your pen, your marker, your notebook, or some paper, what we're going to do in the next few minutes is we are going to fight against those destiny destroyers. We are going to fight against, and we're going to learn to silence what they say. Because just because they said it does not make it true. Just because someone tells you that you can never do this or you can never do that doesn't give them the power to make that so. You still have the power to fight through it. You still have the power to silence the destiny destroyer. So we're going to do an activity in just one moment, and this is one of the steps to silence the destiny destroyer. Always remember that they're people just like you. Just like you. They sleep, they eat, they go to the bathroom, they bathe, they have insecurities, they have uncertainties, they have dark moments. We need to stop putting people or elevating people higher than us. We need to stop making idols of people, because they're just people. And what material gain that they may appear to have does not make them above us. And even if they have a title that may have more authority, or if they're in a relationship that may have a little bit more authority, or you're in a relationship with someone that has influence over your life, does not mean they deserve all the power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pen and my marker, and we're going to do our activity. And sometimes we can even be that destiny destroyer. Sometimes we allow those words that we've heard when we were children, or heard when we were adults, heard from people who we really value. Sometimes we allow those words to also echo in our mind, and other times, due to a lack of confidence, we start to destroy our own destiny. So I hope you have your pen and your paper handy, and we are going to do the activity. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down all the lies that were told to us when we were either children, when we were adults, or even the lies that we may have told ourselves. So when I was a kid, 14 is when I started being bullied, I was called ugly. I was called stupid. I even had a manager who told me, let me turn my paper so you can see it. Can you see my paper? Okay. I even had a manager who told me that I would never be anything. I had a manager who told me that I'm nothing. I had someone I worked with that told me that I am fake. I was actually told that a lot. I always wondered how someone could tell me more about myself than I could. Someone who may have known me for a short period of time, but people will always think that they know you. And then even as an adult, I was told that I'm too happy. I was told that I need to tone it down. I was told that I was way too much. I was called weird. I was called delusional. How do you spell delusional? Delusional. I was told that my enthusiasm makes people uncomfortable. And I would say more than anything, I would just be told that I was way too much. And then all these words that I was told started to take root. So I was told that I was ugly, that I was stupid, that I would never be anything. I was actually told that by one of my managers, or not necessarily a manager, but someone who was a higher rank on paper than me at my job. I was told that I'm nothing. I was told that I'm fake. I was actually told that a lot. I was told that I'm too happy, that I need to tone it down. I heard that a lot of times. Wendy, you're just way too much. And I know there should be another Wendy, you're way too much. You're weird. You're delusional. You make people feel uncomfortable with your enthusiasm. And those were the things, those were the words, those were the lies that were told to me starting at age 14 all the way up until about a year ago. And now that you wrote your lies down, what you're going to do is and it might take more pages. If you need to use more pages, feel free to use more pages. But what we're going to now do is we're going to take our lies and we're going to silence those destiny destroyers. And all these lies that was told to me and the lies that was told to you, we are going to forever throw it in the trash. So remember, happy is the new rich, and it is now time to silence those destiny destroyers. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel and for joining our Happy BME Village where everyone belongs. So no matter who you are, how you are, or what you are, you're safe here with us here in our Happy BME Village. All right, guys, wasn't that liberating? All right, I'll see you next time this weekend on the Wendy Inspired channel. Make it a great day. Bye.